Hi Clarinets, Mr. Y here, obviously with part two of the Nisma solo Presto from Suite number 3 by George Philip Telemann. Presto from Suite by George Philip Telemann. This is part two. This covers measure 31 up through 44, which is the last part of the first page and the first two lines of the second page. A couple things you're going to want to do before you try to practice all this, just a couple of spots to focus on. There are some high A's in this one. The very first two notes, in fact, of the trio, you have to go from an E to an A. So you may want to practice just getting that really good. You have to move all three of those fingers simultaneously. And then in the next couple of measures, there's 4 times in a row when you have to do A, G sharp. Remember, G sharp is 3 fingers plus your outside key here, your finger key here, the top pinky key on your left hand. It's the low C sharp key or the high G sharp key. So going from A to G sharp, you're going to want to practice that a little bit too, because these two fingers are sometimes difficult to move simultaneously and they have to be really together. Otherwise you get, something like that. You don't want that. Okay. There is one high B flat. Actually, yeah, it looks like just one high B flat also in 39. Remember, high B flat is like the high A with your thumb key in the back, of course, 2 fingers, plus the bottom side key over here, like a low E flat. Okay, it's the same key as low E flat. So when you get to 39, you have, a lot of sequence here, of course. Also, you're going to want to really make sure that you, can I do this? I guess I can't. You're going to want to really make sure that you take the breaths in the right place here. You can see there's a breath at 34 there. There's also going to have to be a breath, I think, in the second beat of 36, and then also in 38, so that you can get through this whole section right here. You can take one if you want to at 42, if you really think you need to after the first note in 42, and then you should be making all the way to the end. If you don't need to take that one at 42, I think that's probably best. But I put one there in parentheses just in case I need it. I'm going to try this nice and slow just to get it really good and show you what it sounds like. Obviously, you have to work it up to speed eventually, but for right now, I just want to show you how it sounds. Okay, so this is the trio starting at the pickup note before 31. So there are some dynamics you have to worry about there. It starts mezzo forte, goes down to mezzo piano. There's a couple of crescendos and decrescendos in there. Lots of articulation you have to worry about too. Quite a few of those 4-note groups of 8th notes are slurred all the way through, but a few of them are ti, ta, ta, ti, ya, where you have 2 staccatos and then 2 slurs, that kind of thing. Or sometimes 2 slurs and then 2 staccatos. So be careful about that. You make a difference there. I did it correctly this time. You can listen back to it if you need to. Okay? I'll be coming back with part 3 next time. Thanks. Good luck.